I would like to ask all of you to recall your first failure. For me, my first failure was probably the most impactful one. As a bright and fairly promising child, I had never really experienced any sort of failure or rejection in my early life. And as someone who was unaware of the fact that that could change at any given moment, I was both oblivious and carefree towards anything and everything other than my academic profile. At 7, I consistently started scoring 100% in all of my tests. And at 8, I was the youngest member of my school senior chess team, which at the time only selected applicants over the age of 10. Though I picked up a fair share of stabs of failure along the path of my childhood, the same way that Brutus stabbed Julius Caesar, these stabs of failure didn't bother me or affect me too much. Other than that, I was ecstatic with life, someone who didn't really care about what others thought about him. But then came the plot twist. I was just 11 when I shifted schools from a national to an international board. And not to my surprise, I started acing all of my tests. And I had already made a name for myself in just a week after joining. Everything was going perfectly, just the way I hoped for. I managed to impress a few of the senior teachers with my knowledge and even picked up a few friends with similar interests along the way. But that is not what I'm here to talk about. Just about a month after the school year began, something humongous happened. Our school held its annual sports trials. And as someone who was expected to be good at everything, I was sure I would be selected. But then I fell down with a heart-breaking thud when I found out that I wasn't. Can you believe it? I wasn't selected for even a single of the teams that I tried out for. I was too embarrassed to tell anyone about my failure, and I couldn't even look my friends in the eye because I thought that they would laugh at me. I wasn't used to being laughed at after all. All of you here at school must have experienced something similar when you were not chosen for an event. But I was different. I was used to success, and I had started taking success for granted. Now, I had two choices. Firstly, to accept my failure and to move on with my academic journey unaffected. Or secondly, to do the right thing and to prove myself as someone capable. Horribly failing to qualify for a school sports team was my first real failure. And honestly, I came crashing down. But that was when I made an important and life-changing realization. I couldn't possibly be good at everything without sacrificing both the time and effort that I used to study towards honing different skills. And as someone who had dedicated his entire life to his academic profile, I was at a deadlock and I didn't know what to do. But that was when the most important person in my life, my mother, told me one thing that changed my life. She explained to me how failure is not failing at something, but the real failure is giving up midway. And soon, I wasn't so doubtful of myself anymore. I started reading sports magazines, watching sports games, and even playing sports video games every single day to improve my sports knowledge. But more importantly, I started exercising frequently to work on my stamina and endurance. I was basically a sports soaking sponge, soaking up knowledge and probably a fair bit of sweat. And though I can admit it to you now, but I was embarrassed to admit that when I was 11, I knew even the randomest of facts about maths and science. But I didn't even know sporting legends like Messi and Ronaldo. Can you believe it? I was a total nerd. But there I was, yet again, stood at our school's annual sports trials. But this time, though, I wasn't just the kid who could recite pi to 100 digits. I was the kid who knew every obscure sports fact and who could run without tripping over his own feet. And guess what? Not only was I selected for all of the sports teams that I tried out for, but I was selected as something which was unimaginable. I was selected as the commentator at our school's annual sports day, something which I couldn't even have dreamt for. And suddenly, there I was, somebody who had failed at making it to a school sports day. But suddenly, I had a mic in my hand, and I was in front of a crowd of over 1,500 people. There were adults and children in the crowd. It was open air after all. And suddenly I felt like Peter Drury in a World Cup final. And with that idea, I went ahead with an air of resounding applause around me. So here's how I turned my life upside down while punching failure on its face at the same time. What I mean to say is that failure doesn't have to be a dead end if you can turn it into a new beginning. The lesson I learned is that if you can turn everything into a game of your own, you're not just playing, you're winning. And don't be so unsure of yourself the next time you fail, because your greatest failures might just be the opening chapters to your success story. I may fall down 7 times, but I'll get up 8 and maybe do some stretches in between. Because I faced it, and now let's face it, failing hurts. But getting up and winning surely doesn't. I'm Idhan Singh, and I really enjoyed sharing my experiences with you all today. Thank you, and have a nice day.